What's up? It's Scro. Let's get into it. So first you're gonna go to scromusic.com, scroll down to this free MIDI Packs button, and you're gonna get this dope MIDI pack hand played by yours truly. Once you got that, open up your program. I use Reaper, but you can use Logic or Ableton or FL Studios, whatever you want. So the most important thing is you're gonna need to actually open up a track and put whatever VST you want. I just have this stock synthesizer plugin. And then every program should have some sort of preview finder thing for your samples. It'll be exactly the same for this MIDI pack. I'm gonna go to the Scro World's MIDI pack. Let's jump into the chord progressions. First, we're gonna start with some future bass. So that's the kind of boy I am. So you can see they're all labeled with what key they're in with their relative minor as well. So G major and E minor. E flat major and C minor, flat major or B flat minor. I kind of like this one in B major, so let's pop that in. All right, and since this is future bass, we're gonna get a nice fat saw wave going. Let's go ahead and double that up an octave higher. Get our bass sound going, so I'm gonna duplicate this, and all I'm gonna do is delete everything that isn't the lowest note. So now we kind of have our bass line there. Let's listen to that with my bass patch. Definitely gonna have to drop that a few octaves. I like to add this cool effect where double up a piano and a tuba sound to get some grittiness in the low end all together. All right, how about some sub bass? We're just gonna duplicate that again and make a nice tasty sine wave sub bass. We're gonna make a lead, and the way I like to do that is I just take the chord progression, copy and paste it, and then we're gonna delete everything that isn't the top note, so we're left with just the highest note of the chord progression. I'm gonna put on this crazy, out of tune, disgusting, distorted lead sound all together. Sweet, now my favorite thing about this pack is I have arpeggios. And if you listen to my stuff, you know that I have arpeggios all over my music as melody or atmosphere or little fills here and there. Check out the Scro World's MIDI pack arpeggios. And if we remember, that chord progression that we originally played is B major or G sharp minor. So here we go, we got a B major, G sharp minor arpeggio. So we go ahead and pop that in. I'm gonna add some reverb onto it. Put that all together. Beautiful. Now, since this is future bass, we do need to get this volume automation going. Let's see what we get. Whatever, I don't know. All right, all we need to do now is add some drums. All right, I'm gonna try this thing where I like cut out on the downbeat and then it all comes in on the next beat. It's super common in future bass. The cool thing with MIDI is we can say, oh, this lead right here, I kind of want to change one of those notes. We can just go in, move it up, and now the melody's a little bit different on this half. And I can just change the melody altogether if I'm not super into it. Sweet, there's our track. Let's see what we got all together from the beginning. I just made a future bass track in like 4 minutes because this chord pack is just jam-packed with the vibe. All right, let's check out some house music. Okay, so another awesome thing about this pack is that I have something called chord grooves. Melody, it's a chord progression, it's more rhythmic, so you can really pop it in anything and just start grooving right away. So let's go through some of these. Alright, I like this one, I'm feeling it. Let's drop it in. I'm gonna use this weird patch I found, see what we can do with it. Sort of like electronic techno vibes. I actually don't even know what techno is still, so maybe it's not what it is. I am gonna double that with the piano though, just to get it a little bit more articulate, I think. Alright, honestly, let's just start adding the percussion. There we go, let's use that one. Look at this, we already got a vibe. Since this is gonna be a house track, let's really quick sidechain both of these chord groove thingies. Got some of that pulsing going. All right, let's start building it up. Let's get our riser and all this crazy stuff. All right, I put together a quick drop. All right, let's figure out what we're gonna do for bass. So I'm gonna do the same thing as before, where I just take the chord groove and delete everything that isn't the lowest note. My bass patch is gonna sound like this. Nice traditional house bass. I want it a little bit grittier, so I'm gonna duplicate that with a saw wave. And since this is MIDI, I'm just gonna go ahead and move one of these notes. I think it would sound better. Dun, 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 dun. One last thing we're gonna add in there, of course, arpeggios. We are in the key of E major. A little bit wild, but let's put that side chain group. Now, of course, we do need something right before the drop.
That's the wrong number!
All right, lastly, we're gonna do something a little bit more chill, less EDM, whatever. We're gonna try out some
lo-fi.
So something I really like about this pack is that I just have a folder of chords. No chord progressions, just really fancy chords. Super jazzy, they're all like extensions, nice chords, different voicings too. It's gonna be really cool for those of you who definitely have a grasp on, you know, how to make a simple chord progression, but you're just tired of having the same like stacked thirds, these boring blocked chords that just move left or right. You'll be able to have these nicer extensions that you can super quick add into your project. So let's say you have a simple chord progression like E minor, G, A minor, C, and you're like, okay, I like that, but I want it to be nicer. So we can go here and look at, okay, we have E minor, E minor 11, one of my favorites. How about G? We got
G major 9.
I like that. And then for A minor, right here, A minor 9, that works. And then how about for C? C major 9, that works too. So now all together we just have easy. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing where we just copy over that chord progression, and then we're just gonna take the lowest notes and turn that into our bass line. Now we just add some drums. Here we go, we got ourselves a vibe. Got some other weird noises for fun. I like to use Nintendo sounds a lot. Check out some Banjo-Kazooie samples. I like that dolphin noise. And I think this could really use a nice little guitar pluck. And of course, I'm still gonna use the arpeggio folder for this track. If you remember, this song is in E minor. We got our G major, E minor arpeggio here. We got a second one as well. I like that one. Sweet. Well, since this is a lo-fi track, we do need some weird, like, stupid voiceover speech sort of thing. So let's check this out.
I pledge to every citizen of our land that I will be president for all Americans, and this is so important to me.
All right, that works.
For America to bind the wounds of division, have to get together. To all Republicans and Democrats and independents across this nation, I say it is time for us to come together as one.
And there you have it. That's how you use MIDI packs. You plug in your chord progressions, it helps you out with chords, add little arpeggios, some cool even like chord grooves. It's like a full song right there and then. Make sure to download my World's MIDI pack that I just put out. There's gonna be a link in the description. Just go to scromusic.com and you'll be good to go. Thanks so much. Peace.
Now.